Gretchen. Oh my God, did you hear that echo? I've moved so many things in my room, I can hear it echoing. Can you hear an echo? Echo. Did you go take your walk? You better took your walk, Gretchy. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I took down all my art and there's boxes everywhere. It sounds weird. Hi, Siri. I was hoping I would see you guys. What are you doing, Siri? Why are you up so late? Gretchen, what time is it over there? Now eating Uber Eats. That's a good Patreon. We got to keep our restaurants afloat. You're at work. Sorry you have to work so late. I'm glad you're working, though. A lot of people are out of work right now. Okay, Gretchy. I think it's like almost midnight here. Siri says, Gretchen. I kind of want to order Uber Eats too, but then I'm a little bit CG kid. Work till 6 a.m. Gretchen says, what are you doing, Siri? What are you doing for work, Siri? How are you, CG kid? I saw you playing video games earlier. Gretchen says, you just got done with a 4.5 hour. Yeah, I saw you on there. Making any super chats? Did you kick some ass or what? I didn't know you were a paramedic, Siri. That's cool. I have a lot of people in medical that say hi to me on my channel. Yep, you guys are killing it, man. It's our nurses and doctors that are holding the shit down right now. You guys are on the front lines right now, huh? Trying to calm people's nerves in the chaos. You know, it is. Every day, like, I'm just taking everything one day at a time right now. It has been so freaking chaotic in our world right now. Gretchen knows. I called Gretchen the other day. I was just like, I was having a breakdown when I called you the other day, Gretchen. I have my panic days and then I have my not so panic days. Today is not a panic day, but I ended up getting the flu. I had a fever for 2 days. And then I'm coming out of that now. So I've just been packing, trying to get ready to get out of here. Los Angeles, they have a big quarantine on Los Angeles right now. So people aren't allowed to leave their homes. I don't know that that's going to happen in Washington. I'm curious. Our governor says that he's not going to do that. But I mean, if Los Angeles is doing it, San Francisco is already on a lockdown. They call it not a lockdown, but yeah, I was going to go to LA yesterday and I heard, yeah, there's no toilet paper over here either. Look, Gretchen's all the way in New Zealand. There's no toilet paper there either. Fortunately, I bought a pack of baby wipes, but I use baby wipes as toilet paper. I got that sweet smelling poo. So I always have a lot of baby wipes stored away, so that's good. You know, I am a hoarder. I've always been a hoarder, and last year I'm like, I don't need to hoard anymore. I used to hoard food, I used to hoard toilet paper, all that stuff. Last year I'm like, no, I don't need to hoard anymore. I could put this you know, little problem that I have aside, and boom, look what happens, right? Such bullshit. You had adult diapers. Hey, CG kid, you could sit there with your freaking diapers. You know, you can sit there on stream for hours and not even have to get up to go to the bathroom with those things. You closed your borders in New Zealand today? Okay, I didn't realize that, Gretchen. So no meat, you can't, they're not, we have plenty of meat here. That would be funny, kid. You could like, you could ask for extra for your super chats too. Be like, okay, it's been 8 hours. I gotta take a dump. Whoever, you know, $50 super chat. No, you need more than that, like $100 at least. Well, more than that. Let's see, how much would I poo in my diaper for on stream? Maybe I'd probably do it for like, no, I'd probably do it for like 5 grand. No less though. Right? You could do like an auction. You do it for a couple grand? Oh my God. Gretchen, I would pay a couple grand to see you poo your pants on live stream. She's like, maybe. I know, right? Like, what's your price? Like, I would do it for 5, no less. How much would you do it for, Siri? What about you, kid? How much? Man, you gotta have a laugh during times like these, you know? Free. I'll do it for free. Fucking love you, Siri. CG's kid would do it for free. He would. How much would I pay? That's the question. How much would I pay for somebody to do that? I'd probably pay up to $50. No more, though. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So who are all our frontline people? We've got our doctors, our nurses, we've got our truck drivers, we've got people working in the grocery store. We have got the hardware stores are open. So there's a lot of people like working double time right now while the rest of us are laid up. I'm on quarantine. I called my doctor and told my doctor my symptoms, and she was not concerned at all. She's like, you definitely have to quarantine for 14 days. And it's lonely. Like I'm leaving March 30th, right? For Arizona. And I planned on going and visiting all my friends, and you know, it sucks. Like I can't go say goodbye to my friends. Aunt Mac, like she doesn't understand. Like she can't even fucking hear me when I try to call her, you know, and she's like, what? I'm like, I can't come see you. Why? And she doesn't understand. And it's just fucked up. You need hazard pay. Yeah, for sure. I just think like, I don't know, there's a lot of chaos. I'm really trying to relax through it. I know like everybody's in a weird space right now mentally, you know? I mean, even probably like last month, like everybody I know has been really in a weird mental space. I can't, Gretchen. I don't want to risk it. I do have lots of food, yeah. I've got enough food to feed me for a month. I'm going to actually take the food with me. So my pod arrives on the 21st, and I'm going to pack up all my stuff. And then they take it on the 24th. And in the meantime, I'm just packing and cleaning. I hope to be out of here before March 30th if I could get everything clean. But I've got a lot of work to do. Still have to finish my taxes, and so there's just a lot of work to do. And I was down for like 4 days. I mean, 2 days, like I couldn't even get out of bed. I was so sick. I was so sick, you guys. I didn't even want to lift my head. And then, like, you could still hear it in my voice. I don't even want to risk it with Aunt Mac, though. Yeah, Sarah, one of my friends, she actually brought Aunt Mac a bag of food. And so I've got Sarah on my side, thankfully. I hope to come back to Seattle in October for her 94th birthday. I hope. Do you have a lot of food, Siri? Yeah. You know, she's in really good shape. I mean, as long as she doesn't fall and break something. She's really healthy otherwise, you know. She's got a lot of aches and pains and she's not walking very good, but my friend Sarah's going to check in on her every couple weeks, which is so awesome. Like, I owe her big time, you know. We had a lot of beans. Did you guys have a lot of beans on your shelves? We have a lot of beans. I was shocked. Like, I bought like 10 cans of black beans. There was no rice though, 0 rice. You bought a lot of water and canned stuff today, but yeah, good. I'm glad. I'm not too worried either. I mean, I know I'm fortunate. Like I have enough money to pay my bills like a couple months in advance. I am worried. Uh, I'm worried that I won't be able to find a job when I get to Arizona. But I know that, like, let's just say worst case scenario, I have to stay with my mom, then I'll have enough money to pay my bills for like 8 months, right? If I pay rent somewhere, I'll have enough money to pay my bills for like 2 or 3 months. So I know I'm not hurting, like I'm prepared. And worst case worst, I stay with my mom. I got an Airbnb though. It's $800 a month, and I rented it for 1 month. God, my voice sounds terrible. I rented it for 1 month in Tucson. It's really cute, so that'll be nice. Thanks, Gretchen. I also got all my debt paid, and I got my dental work on top of it. Like the last year, I have been killing it. Like killing it. Like socking money away, not eating out. You know, the fact that I don't drink anymore, that saves a lot of money. Not eating out, no buying coffees out or anything like that. Just really focused. So I'm pretty proud of myself. You know, my recovery is strong. Like I've stayed sober through all of this, which is like unbelievable. Yeah, I'm vaping like an animal though. I'm gonna quit vaping, Gretchen. My quit date is the 23rd. So I had a Botox appointment on the 23rd and she canceled. She canceled all her appointments. She's actually doing telenursing. She's a nurse practitioner, so she has like she can prescribe and stuff. And so she actually just canceled all her Botox and fillers appointments, and she's just doing telenursing right now. So, which I was going to cancel with her anyway because I'm on this quarantine, but so that'll save me some money. But anyway, I was going to quit after I got all my fillers and stuff. I was going to quit after that, but I'm still going to quit on the 23rd. I've got a bunch of nicotine gum. I've just got to do it. I'm going to do it. Like, I know I have to quit. Like, I made a pact with God last night. I was laying there in bed and I was like, I need to quit. Actually, I got a little nudge from my Holy Spirit was like, boom, you got to quit. No, it doesn't scare me. I mean, I don't get filler in my lips. I get Botox. I pretty much get Botox everywhere. And then I had a little tiny bit of filler put under my eye, which it doesn't scare me. I don't like it in my lips, so it makes me look ridiculous. What do you mean it scares you? Like you're gonna, you want to try your lips are perfect. No, your lips are beautiful, honey. You're so pretty, Gretchy. What are you afraid of? Like that they're gonna mess it up? Or are you afraid of the substance itself? Scares me in that it might change the shape of my face. Yeah, for sure. Like I've had my lips done and I don't like the way it makes me look. You make sure that you get like at least like a nurse practitioner to do it. Somebody who's been doing it for like 10 plus years. And always like I never go for like specials. Like if somebody has like a Botox special and they're just some random person, like I don't do that. Like I read reviews, I make sure that the person knows what's up. Yeah, and your face, you have such a classically beautiful face. Oh my God, Gretchen, you gotta watch. I'm telling you right now, if you start watching Outlander, you're gonna fall in love with that show. It's awesome. I quit for 16 days, then my wife came home with 10 cigarettes, and eventually I started smoking them. I couldn't believe she would actually bring that into the house. Man, does she smoke, Siri? 238 pounds, normally 220. You were gaining weight when you quit smoking? I don't know about you guys, but I've been eating like a pig the last couple weeks with this coronavirus. Got me stressed out, man. I've just been like overeating to like self-soothe and comfort. I did not lose my appetite during my flu either. You both quit? What the hell? Tell her not to ever do that again. Gretchen says, Siri, I know what you mean. If you have cigarettes in the house, then, right? I feel like vaping, like I didn't have lines in my lips until I started vaping. No cigarettes in the house, golden rule. Yeah, I actually have a pack in my glove box. I know, and that's the thing too, like don't ever buy a pack, right? That's a good rule. Just don't buy a pack. Smoke them if you got them. Did you ever watch, what's her name? Miss Fucking Wonderful? She always says that. Smoke them if you got them. Do you know who that is, Siri? Miss Fucking Wonderful? It's this girl on YouTube. She's fucking crazy. She's this crazy chick. She's from Indiana and she's just kind of, I don't know. You'd have to go see her. Just Google her. I just lit a cigarette. Gretchen says, naughty Siri. I can picture you saying that with your sweet voice. Gretchen, do you ever watch Netflix or anything like that? You gotta see Outlander. I'm telling you, you will fall in love with that series. I know you. I know the kind of stuff you like. You'll love it. Oh, you are, Siri? Congratulations. You call me naughty. Naughty Siri. Congratulations, Siri. Are you sticking to that? How long have you been doing that? I went up. I went back up to 2 milligrams. And I was down to 1 milligram. The only reason why, okay, that's good, Siri. Hang out there. I was just craving way too much and I didn't want to get myself in trouble. You watch Netflix all the time. That's awesome, Siri. Yeah, I think, so I watch it on Stars. My mom gives me her password to Stars. But I think they have it on Netflix now, I want to say. Yeah, I'm just taking 2 milligrams right now while I'm going through this. And I don't know, you guys, like, I'm like trying not to fall into a depression. I'm really trying hard not to fall into like a deep depression, you know? It's lonely right now in the world, you know? It's like I just want to get home to my mom. Yeah, me either. Me either. Series Siri. I was having cravings bad, and I was like, for a couple days, I was like really grateful. I was like, God, I couldn't imagine going through this, like an active addiction and stuff. And then boom, started having drug dreams and everything like that. Yeah. I think I'll get back, I think I'll get back down to maybe when I leave, I'll get back to 1.5. I think Badass, he's on like 1.3, or I'm not 1.3. He's like on point 0.3 or something like that right now. Badass got an RV, you guys. You guys know Kevin, right? Badass. He got an RV. I keep telling him to make videos about it. He's going to be living behind because he has a car dealership. He's going to be living behind his car dealership. Siri, you know Kevin, Badass. Sweating, sweating, sweating. What kind of side effects do you get, Gretchen? I get constipated a little bit. Not too bad on the low dose, but Siri, he got an RV. Isn't that cool? It's a brand new one too. It's a 2019. Yeah, to save money. He was spending like over 2 grand a month on his rent, and he was like, "Fuck this." So he bought an RV. It's like a 2019. It's really nice. It's sweet. Fedora chick. Hi, honey. How are you, baby doll? How are you feeling during the midst of all this? I know you're an empath. I was just telling Gretchen the other day too, like empaths are going crazy right now with the weight of the world. Everybody say hi, Fedora chick. Siri says, Gretchen, are you on subs? Well, I've been off for 1.5 years now, but I used to get all of them, constipation, sweats, etc. It's been a year and a half already, Gretchen. I can't believe it. Yeah, I was there when Gretchen I was with her every day. I was checking in on that girl. She did great. I can't believe it's been a year and a half now. Fedora chick, I know your province is on semi-lockdown these days. Yeah, I think Ceres in Canada also. Um, yeah, Los Angeles is on lockdown now. San Francisco is. Seattle isn't yet, but all of our restaurants are shut down except for takeout and delivery. Hardware store, so our grocery stores and hardware stores are open right now. Is all of California on lockdown now? Yeah, I know Los Angeles is for sure. My sister works for Massimo, and she's a fashion designer there, and he bought everybody that works there brand new laptops, and she's been working from home, which I think is great. So glad she's safe and out of the riffraff. She's really enjoying working from home. I'm just glad she's okay. I'm okay with my sister being on lockdown just because, like, I don't want anything to happen to her. She's really healthy though. I think add a pinch of salt to your water and drink a lot of spring water. Also, porridge in the morning helps. Siri, says Gretchen. Are they martial law during lockdown? I think so. Yeah. Well, I mean, the president did a state of emergency. So that means that they can incorporate martial law. That's happened to me before, Siri, too. I've gotten constipated lowering my dose. Yeah, but the salt in the water, that's a great tip, Gretchen. Some sea salt, like a pinch of sea salt or Himalayan sea salt. Um, Sometimes I'll do that in the morning, like if I don't have any pep in my step, and it does help a lot. Or like if I get a headache, I'll put a piece of rock salt under my tongue. Gretchen says, Siri, I know, right? Because your bowels on the go slow. It's weird. Yeah. Most restaurants are closed here except takeout and delivery. Yeah, it's the same way here, Fedora Chick. How's your mental health, girlfriend? I've been struggling with mine. I mean, I think, I think, I don't know. I can just feel like the weight of the world, you know? Oh, I did? Cool. Good. I'm glad for Fedora Chick. I know you like to isolate naturally. For some of us, it's nothing new, right? I mean, I normally just isolate when I'm not working, like I stay at home, but like I'm not going to get to say goodbye to my friends, and it's ripping my heart out right now. Compromise, so I have a lot of practice in self-isolation, right? Understood. Yeah, for some people, that's just how we live normally, right? But I don't know, like for me, I guess the only reason why it's messing with me to be like isolated is because I wanted to say goodbye to everybody, and it just feels lonely, right? It just feels really lonely, and I'm not usually the kind of person that feels lonely, but Siri says stay safe inside, Fedora. Hey, Fedora Chick, how far are you guys away from each other? Because I know you're both in Canada. I see you've been doing live streams and stuff, Fedora Chick. I just haven't had, for one thing, there was like 2 days I didn't even go on the phone. Your biggest challenge now is the laundry. Oh, okay. You don't have a washer and dryer in your apartment. Montreal, British Columbia. Okay. You know what, Siri? I had a trip to Victoria planned last Saturday, and I canceled it. And I'm glad I did because I got sick. But then they closed their borders 2 days after I canceled. So I wouldn't have got stuck there because they canceled it like. You used to live in Victoria? You lived in Montreal or Victoria? Oh, okay. Yeah, I almost took like a day trip by myself, but I was like, I don't want to get stuck there. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I don't want to get stuck there. And I didn't get my money back. Kind of sucks. They gave me a voucher for up to 1 year, and I wrote to them and I'm like, well, I'm moving. Like, I'm not going to be back in a year. And they're like, sorry about your luck. It would be nice if they at least gave me half my money back, though. I love Victoria. I've only been there once. I should have went, but like I wouldn't have been able to relax and have a good time. You know? I guess like this is an opportunity for, I know for me, like a lot of stuff's been coming up in my life. Like, had a lot of like insecurities popping up lately, and like times like this, it really gives you a chance to like think about what's important in your life, you know, and I don't know what's been coming up in your guys' life lately. For me, it's been like my self-value, like my self-worth, and also like the importance of family. You know, when you're like just at home and you're thinking and you know, you don't have a lot going on, like what have you guys been thinking about lately? Like what has this catastrophe basically brought up for you guys? Why do you think that's happening? Are possibly lowering your dose or nothing to do with medication? I think that like this coronavirus has been bringing up a lot of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I had a run-in with like an ex-boyfriend and it was really odd and awkward, and so I think that brought up a lot of um you know, like self-worth and value, and like, okay, basically I made a choice not to hang out with this person because he was kind of being a dick, you know? So I was, at first I was really insecure about it, and then I had to like get through my insecurity. So part of it was that, and then all of a sudden this coronavirus scare thing happens, and just like the value of like friendships and family and like what's important. I don't know, just thinking about a lot of, I'm not really concerned about the coronavirus. Gretchen says, I find if I watch too much coronavirus stuff, I start to feel anxious. I don't even know what I am anxious about, you know, but yeah, definitely anxious. It's also made me feel a lot of gratitude for life. I love that. Tell me a couple of things you're grateful for, Gretchen. You too, Siri. I want to hear a couple of things you're grateful for. And you too, Fedora Chick. I did notice that myself today. I did notice that myself today. I never watch news. Yeah, for sure. Like I like to kind of keep up with like, okay, what's going on, but going into the wormhole of what's going on in the world with the coronavirus, like, yeah, it gets to be too much. I have to turn it off. Like forgetting to drink from a straw. I am more anxious about certain things like the food delivery, like forgetting to drink from a straw. Yeah. So you're worried about like getting exposed to some germs that could make you sick, Fedora Chick. Siri, are you worried about your family at all? Like, do you worry about your kids or anything like that? Like, is that like a Siri says, grateful I stocked up on my food. My family is at home healthy. And above all, I am secure in my position. Yes, I love that, Siri. I love that, Siri. I just try to do positive things and get out of my head and into my body. I love that, Gretchen. You've been really good at that. I noticed. I called Gretchen the other day. I was just not well at all. You always seem to be able to pull me out of a funk. I appreciate that, Gretchen. I'm grateful that my sister still has a job and she's able to work from home where she's safe. I'm grateful that my mother gets to work from home. Basically, she walks outside, takes care of the animals. I'm grateful that she's not having to go to an office every day and exposing herself. Like she's a little more secluded where she's at. She works on the property of this drug rehabilitation center and she lives there. So, you know, she gets to tend to the animals every day. It's so exciting. I'm grateful that my mom is so excited to get me home. Like she's so excited to see me, and you know, she's been making a little space for me. And I was going to live with her for a couple weeks till I found an apartment in her little like 375 square foot. It's not even 400 square foot place, but I found a little Airbnb, $800 a month, and it's a tiny house, and it's so cute. And that's it. No deposit, nothing. 800 bucks a month, and I can have my cat there too. Siri says, I always worry about my 14-year-old daughter constantly. I feel my addiction and my wife being sick for 17 years. We didn't raise her as well as we could have. My biggest worry. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Siri. Is she doing okay, though? She's going through gender issues. Okay, and I struggle, and I think I've caused it. You didn't cause that, Siri. Kids are just, you know, the hormones and the craziness. And like, I think a lot of kids probably go through that right now because it's kind of in their faces. Is she doing is she thinking she might be male, or is she thinking she might be non-binary? Yeah, I get it. I get it, Siri. I could not imagine having a 14-year-old kid right now. Oh my God, that must be the biggest worry. Non-binary. Okay, yeah. I think a lot of kids are going through that right now because it's like such a thing, you know? Yeah, I get it, Siri. I guess just try to be understanding with her, and hopefully it's just a phase, you know? We're so lucky being raised in our era. Yeah, it's true. It's hard for kids right now. It's a hard world to grow up in right now for kids. Yeah. I consider myself a 90s chick just because I graduated in 93. Raising kids is hardcore. Siri, I'm sure you do your best. He does. He's a sweetheart. He's a good daddy. He's always trying to do better for himself. Thomas, how are you, sweetheart? I was thinking about you earlier. Thomas, do you have any kids? We're talking about teenagers growing up in this day and age and how rough it might be. I'm glad I don't have children. I was going through like some journaling that I had done when I was like in my 20s, because I was going through my hope chest. You guys remember when I was doing that? And I was reading a passage. I was like 20 years old, and I was like writing about this boyfriend that I had that was being a dick or whatever. And I was talking about like, I might want to have kids someday and da 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 da, and he just wouldn't be a good dad and la 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 la. So, and I remembered, I'm like, yeah, I guess at one point I thought maybe I might have kids, you know, and I'm very maternal. Like I feel like a mama, even though I'm not a mama. But, you know, I'm a mom to my cat, and then I really nurture elders. Like I've always taken on old people, like always. And I nurture them and I mama them. So it's kind of, I guess I'm getting that need met in other ways, you know. And Gretchen, hi Koella 3D Prints, how you doing, babe? I know Gretchen got to hang out with her niece for a little while, a couple weeks, right, Gretch? What you doing, Koella? Fedora Chick says, I don't have kids. Fedora Chick, do you have any animals? Oh, you do, Thomas? How old are they? Oh, a daughter and a son? That's cool that you got variety there, huh? Who's harder to raise, the daughter or the son? Siri says, I think that I am a very good dad, but I always feel my addiction change things in my daughter. I don't even think she ever even knew or knows about my addiction, though. Yeah. She probably doesn't. I mean, kids kind of think their parents walk on water, you know? Maybe one day when she's an adult, it's something you can share with her, but I hid it from her very well, but of course spent a lot of time in bed sick. What's her personality like, Siri? Is she kind, soft-hearted? Gretchen says, often our thoughts are out to get us, Siri. I can't always believe my thoughts, but I hear you. Fedora Chick just has hats. No kids, no pets, just hats. Siri says, my wife was always in bed. Aw, Green-Eyed Cat's here. What up, babe? My wife was always in bed in pain, too, so my daughter saw us in bed a lot. I know a lot of, I was reading about, like, codependence and stuff like that, and they were talking about, like, kids that grew up in homes where, like, their parents were sick a lot, or they had a parent that was sick a lot. A lot of times they'll grow up kind of codependent. So that might be something to look into a little bit. What are you doing, Brian? Coella says, good. I actually had my Suboxone appointment on Tuesday. My daughter will be 18 in a week. I was open with both my kids after I got help. Good for you. She's going to be 18. That's insane. Congratulations on your Suboxone appointment. How do you feel? Like, are you on Suboxone for the first time? No personality? Really, Siri? Really? Aw. How are you doing today, Green-Eyed Cat? Siri says, hi, everyone. Thomas says, daughter is 20, son 25. They were great kids. Aw, cool. You got lucky. Were you a good kid growing up, Thomas? It's always like the bad kids growing up, and then they end up having good kids. It's still summer hot here, and you're getting close to move time. Yes. So March 30th is my leave date. My pod arrives on March 21st. I'm getting all packed up. Can you hear the echo? It's actually echoing in here. I moved my dresser out into the hall today. I don't have anybody to help me move. My chiropractor was going to help me. And I had a friend that was going to come help me, but she's in, her brother's in hospice. But I'm on quarantine now because I had the flu. I had a fever for 2 days. And I don't know how I'm going to move my things into my pod by myself. I need to call U-Haul tomorrow and ask them to deliver a dolly with the pod. So, how come you don't have any animals, Fedora Chick? Do you like animals? Really, Siri? She has no personality, no smiles ever. What does she like? Like, what is she into? And you know, kids will be that way with their parents too, right? Kind of like no person. I was always a brat. I had a bad attitude. I was always like, whatever. Thomas says, yes, but I was a handful of motorcycle and cops. How did I know that? I just sensed that. Fedora Chick says, I do, but with my crappy short-term memory, a pet would not be safe. Oh, okay. Well, at least you know that. Like, people get pets and then they are shitty pet parents, and at least you're responsible enough to make that decision. You guys, Fedora Chick, Straight Talking Fedora Chick has a channel. If you guys want to go subscribe to her, just hit her little profile pic. She has some interesting topics. Did I see you did something on Trisha Paytas recently? I haven't been watching her videos. I haven't been making time to watch YouTube. I've been watching stuff on the coronavirus, and that's about it. I love your channel. I need to get over there. I'm just not what I'm just kind of depressed, honestly. Oh, with her controversial, what is it, DID? She's like making fun of people with DID now. Dissociative personality. Thomas, do you have tattoos too to go with that motorcycle? She claims now that she has, right. She's an idiot. She can't even like act well. Like when she's trying to do a little skit. She just comes up with shit to piss people off on purpose. You know that, right? Oh yeah, what do you have tattoo of? Who here has tattoos? Green-eyed cat, do you have tattoos? I have one that I hate. You have a tattoo, Coelho? What is it? Oh yeah, total trolling for sure. She likes to piss off, like, what was it last time? It was the trans community or whatever. Fuck. But she also sends a dangerous message to a younger, impressionable audience. You know, you have 5 tattoos? Oh shit, what are they? Spider-Man on your back. Marvin the Martian. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Showing your age, Coelho. And a bunch more. Gretchen says, I have none, but I really want one. No, you're not too old now. You should get one. You should get a tramp stamp. Do you know what that is, Gretchen? Oh, you like that, huh, Coelho? Showing your age? Well, Marvin the Martian. Mine is a phoenix, and the tail turns into an American flag. Gretchen, you should get a tramp stamp. For sure. Oh, you were? Okay. That's why I know Marvin the Martian. I was born in 75 too. My tattoo artist told me he tattooed a woman in her 80s. Oh, that's cool. What'd she get? Like a dragon? Really, Thomas? You had a motorcycle and no tattoos? Gretchen, I see you with like a pretty little, you know what a tramp stamp is, right, Gretchen? It's like on your tailbone with like just a pretty little like flowers, kind of like a long thing of flowers. That's funny, Fedora Chick. Gretchen's the youngest one in the room. I have the kids' names on my forearms and EMC squared on my arm. And a few others. Ooh, you like math, huh? That's like a dangerous friend to have, one that owns a tattoo shop. I've always wanted to get another tattoo, but because the one that I have is huge and I hate it, and it's so like off center, and I just hate it so much that I just feel like if I add another one, it's just gonna, it just doesn't go with my look. My tattoo, it just looks like a biker tattoo. It just doesn't go with me, and it's a part of who I am, and I don't know. Yeah, I know I want something tribal on the inside of my arm. Actually been kind of planning it for years, but I keep chickening. Do it. Do it. Tell her to do it, everybody. Do it, Gretchen. Make a video. We want to see it. Wonder how this is going to play out. I always want another tattoo until the needle starts poking me, and then I start thinking, why am I doing this? Do you drink when you get a tattoo? That's what happened to me. I was 18. I was shit-faced. I had a little name already tattooed. It was like on my hip, right? Not like on my hip, but you know, like on my where my ovaries would be. Okay. A little tiny name. Do you guys remember John Boy from the Waltons? Well, I fucking tattooed John Boy. I was 14. I went to a carnival and this fucking perv tattoos John Boy where my where my ovaries would be, right? This little tiny name in cursive. It was so little and perfect so I could hide it from my dad. And then me and Chachi were fighting one night. I was pissed off at him. Chachi was my ex-boyfriend. I was pissed off at him, so I took off and I went and I got a tattoo. I was shit-faced. I got the big old, it's like a phoenix, and then the tail turns into the American flag. It's like as big as my palm, as my hand, and I have huge hands. That's the phoenix part. The flag part goes down where my wrist is. It's that big, like there, right? Huge. It's horrible. It's totally off center. I don't drink at all. Marvin was actually my first tattoo when I was 18. My dad got it for me. Aww. Did your dad get a tattoo with you? That's cool. He's like, son, you're a man. Wait, are you a guy? Koala could be unisex. He's got tons of them, yes. That's so cool. What made you think of Marvin the Martian, though? Todd Coelho. What's 3D prints? Do you have a channel? I can't click on it because then I'll get kicked out of here. I've always wanted like something cute and little. Like, I don't know. So anyway, I was shit-faced. I get this tattoo. The size, it's like the size of my head. And then I got my nipples pierced that night too. And I got my freaking eyebrow pierced. I go home. I was in shock by the time it was over. I was shaking. The tattoo artist was freaked out. I was barely 18. He was freaked out because I went into shock. Just total self-destructive. I was just an animal when I was a kid. I go home, or he makes me like, oh, he walks me over to Denny's. Denny's was across the way, and he made me like eat a sandwich. And then I drove home. It was like 6 in the morning. Totally like just self-sabotage. I go to bed. I wake up around noon or 1 o'clock or whatever. And I'm like, no. And I was in so much pain. And I had this freaking, remember when like the ear piercings were popular and it had a little ball right there? And I look up and there's this ball and I'm like, oh my God. I hated it. I kept the nipple rings in for like probably a year. I didn't mind those. But then every time I'd brush my hair, like naked, I'd wear bracelets and they'd get caught in the nipple ring. And like, anyway, I wore a chain too, like a chain that connected to both nipple rings. I was nuts, man. Anyway, the next day I took the earring out of my freaking eyebrow. I was like, this looks ridiculous. I pulled it out. I was a lingerie model at the time, and I also worked for Budweiser, so I was doing Budweiser promotions. I call my boss, and I'm like, I got a tattoo. She was my friend. She was a good friend of mine, Julie. And she's like, well, you can't wear bikinis anymore. And I'm like, what? She's like, you can't wear bikinis anymore. You can wear them with a wrap. And then Budweiser, because that's back when tattoos weren't really popular, you know? And so, and then the Budweiser promotions, I couldn't do the bathing suit anymore unless I wore a wrap. So it was just ridiculous. So I missed out on money. You're working on your channel. I was Todd Coelho. I used to comment on your other stuff, but then started 3D. Oh, cool. Okay. I gotcha. I remember. So do you have videos on your channel now or what? I've always liked Marvin. So you guys go click on Coelho 3D Prints channel. Leave me a comment. I'm going to leave this video up. Leave me a comment and when the video downloads or whatever, so I can go in and subscribe to your channel, Todd. If you remember what happened when I had my kids' names on my names, my sugar levels dropped and I got real lightheaded, drank a soda and ate it. Yes. That's what happened to me too. I'm working on it. Got it. Yeah. On your arms. Yeah, that happened to me too. I was like shaking and like, oh. It's kind of traumatic to get a tattoo. Thomas says, I've got an ex-girlfriend that comes around and tempts me into partying. Really? Like, what kind of partying? Gretchen, if you're still here, you should send me like some pictures of what you're thinking about. Straight Talking Fedora Chick just subscribed to Coelho. Coelho, go subscribe to Straight Talking Fedora Chick's channel too. She just subscribed to yours. Gretchen, you should send me some like ideas for your arm. I want to help you. Do you guys remember when Pamela Anderson had that tribal around her arm? Like right here? That Baywatch tattoo? I wanted to do that. I'm so fucking glad I didn't. Green Eyed Cat says, you were in Bud commercials, Roberta. Does that trail off shenanigans? And yeah, I didn't do commercials. I would just go do promotions for them. So I'd have jobs like we do race car events, big boys toys, like remember the big like trucks, monster trucks and stuff. And then we'd do like bar promotions and just walking around in high heels and a Bud dress. I remember my feet used to kill me. It's kind of like a Mandela. I can see that, Gretchy. Koala says, I actually just got back from Mexico on Monday. I went down on the 2nd until the 16th. Nice. Mexico City is awesome. I'll definitely go to her channel. Cool. I do know what that is, Gretchen. Yes. Yeah, Green Eyed Cat, I loved working for Budweiser. I loved it. Like, people really, loved the Bud girls. Like, I could walk around in a Budweiser bikini or bathing suit or dress or whatever, and everybody loved it. But when I'd walk around in lingerie, because I was a lingerie model at the time too, people would, like, scowl at me. Like, guys didn't care, but, it was just frowned upon. But as a Bud girl, everybody loved it. Isn't that funny? Like how it's like, okay, if you're half naked in a Bud dress, it's okay, but I should not eat. I gotta do something with these raspberries. $20 for this fucking box of alcohol prep pads. $20. Not ridiculous. I think I'm gonna make like a strawberry puree tomorrow. I gotta do something healthy tomorrow. Like I have a cucumber. I'm gonna make some cucumber celery juice. I've been eating like crap. Self-soothing. Self-soothing. I seem semi-upset. The price gouging. Yes, exactly. I got this box. I'm going to give half of them to my sister. I am semi-upset, honestly. I mean, I'm grateful for a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's just hard right now. It's hard right now. I'm out of work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find work. You know, like, I wasn't worried before about, like, my job when I arrive in Arizona. But I have so many friends that have been laid off, and, like, I'm in the spa industry, so it's like the service industry is really struggling right now. My friend texted me today. She lost her job, and she's going to get unemployment, so she's okay, but it's like, it's horrible. I can't say goodbye to any of my friends because I'm in quarantine because I was sick. So that makes me sad, you know. I feel a little bit lonely. I'm lonely. But I know that there's a lot to be grateful for, and I know that I just can't help it. I'm just depressed. Trust me, like, I know it could be worse, and I have so many blessings and I have so much to be grateful for, but I can't help, like, I can't deny the fact that I'm depressed right now. I'm in the spa industry, Coelho. I've got an ex-girlfriend that comes around and tempts me into partying. Well, what does she do? What kind of partying? Like hooker cocaine partying, or tries to get you to drink, or tries to squat in the cucumber patch, or what? You're a maintenance mechanic at a factory. That's a great job. Thanks, Green-Eyed Cat. That's a good point. Oh, I see, Thomas. She's trying to get you to do coke. Well, just remember that if you do coke, you're going to spend a bunch of money and you're going to feel like shit the next day. Or until, at least you'll feel great until your money runs out. It's not worth it. Besides, the coke nowadays sucks anyway. Not that I've tried coke nowadays, but you know what I mean. Nah, tell her. I mean, what do you want to do, Thomas? What do you want to do, Thomas? Party. Party. I know, but you're going to end up feeling like shit. There's no substance in it anyway, you know? Like, is she going to bring joy to your life? Maybe for a night or two, right? It's not going to be worth it. You're going to waste your money. You're going to end up feeling resentful with this chick. Everybody tell Thomas, no, Thomas. Play the tape back, okay? Do you know what that means? She's engaged. Well, that sucks even more. So she's fucking around on her old man, trying to get you to do coke. Fedora chick says, don't do it, Thomas. I mean, you might have some fun for a night, but like, it's not even real. There's no substance. Coelho says, are you still on Suboxone? I'm going on 4 years now on it, and so far it's working for me. I haven't touched anything. Yay! Congratulations. I'm on 2 milligrams now. I got down to 1 milligram about 2 weeks ago, I was stable on a milligram, and then I recently went back up because I've been struggling. I've been struggling. A lot of thoughts for wanting to use, and the 1 milligram wasn't holding it down for me. So, Suboxone's a great tool, man. I recommend it for anybody who, like, can't seem to get off the sauce. I'm really grateful that I have, like a supportive medical team behind me. And that's another thing too. It's like, I don't know what, like, I've been really consistent in therapy, and I have a Suboxone program with a doctor I really trust. And like, I've had so much support here in Seattle, and it's like, I don't know what I'm walking into in Arizona. Hi, Justin. Aw. Thomas says, I know. I understand I'm on 5 milligrams, but normally I do like 1 or 2 milligrams. Did you just recently go back up? Justin says, hey, beautiful, how are you? I switched to Subutex, and it really helps me more than Suboxone. Yeah, I've been on Subutex too. It can be it can be more helpful for some people, that's for sure. I noticed that Subutex, it went through my system faster. Danielle, what's up, sister? I'm still on Suboxone. It's helped a lot. My only problem with it is it makes me sweat. How are you, Danielle? How's your kitties? I haven't talked to you in so long. Siri, I don't know if Siri's here. It makes Siri sweat a lot too. I sweat a lot on it when I first got on it, but I don't have that problem anymore. How many milligrams are you on nowadays, Danielle? No, I have lots of extra long. Story for another day. I got you, babe. Oh my God, you guys, Danielle was one of my first subscribers like 3 years ago now. Was it 3 years ago now? Yeah, you might be, because you're like premenopausal age, right, Danielle? Hot flashes while on it. It might be some of your hot flashes anyway. Premenopause I started going through premenopause symptoms this year for the first time. It's not fun. I was getting hot flashes. If I take care of myself, like if I'm eating right and I'm doing the right stuff, like I'm okay. But if I eat a lot of sugar, like I start to get hot flashes. Oh, no, I know you're a man. Oh, she doesn't know you're a man. Got it. Quite possibly I've had some. How old are you now, Danielle? You're like my age, right? Yeah, I was actually, I was getting hot flashes and having some other weird symptoms that were like premenopausal, but then I was eating a lot of sugar, so I stopped eating sugar, and now I'm better. But yeah, that's about the age, like everything starts to change. Like, fuck, it's like one thing after another being a woman, I swear to God, with their hormones. I think guys go through a lot of hormonal shit too. It's just we don't talk about it. I'm older than you, Danielle. But normally I feel really good. Then all of a sudden I just start sweating from it. I used to get what I called red face. No, I didn't have that, Coelho. Is Fedora Chick in here still? I didn't ask Fedora Chick if she's on Suboxone. I don't remember. Siri, are you in here still? Siri, I think Siri gets that. I'm glad you're doing well on the Subutex, Justin. What have you been up to, Justin? Thomas, you're on 2/8 a day. That's another thing too. Thomas is like, when you're on Suboxone, you don't want to be, I don't know, like alcohol affected me in a bad way, and like other recreational drugs affected me in a really bad way when I was on Suboxone, you know, like it's just, it's best just to like, it's just stay cool. Like, don't worry about, are you still attracted to your ex-girlfriend though? Oh, she's here. I didn't realize that. No. Oh, okay. I thought you were on Suboxone for some reason. Been clean for 20 years. Holy shit, girlfriend. You guys go to Straight Talking Fedora Chick's channel. She does a lot of commentary stuff. Danielle says, the first year I was good. On the last 6 months has been crazy. Sweaty. But yeah, diet plays a lot with the premenopausal sucks. Kinda. How old are you, Thomas? Yeah, but you have the spirit of a 17-year-old. Fedora Chick. Yeah, when I first got on Suboxone, I sweat like a pig for like 8 months. Oh, 55. You're just feeling bored. You're just bored, Thomas. What do you like to do? Like, what do you like to do for hobbies? What kind of hobbies do you guys have? How are your kitties, Danielle? I miss your kitties, Rosie and Evie. Do you still have your channel? Bikes, like motorcycles or? Oh yeah, you said motorcycles earlier, huh? What kind of bikes? Do you like Harleys? Harleys are so loud. Photography and 3D printing. Oh, that's awesome. Green Eyed Cat is into photography too. Do you have a Instagram, Coelho? Aw, what's up, Byron? How you doing, babe? What do you like better, Rice Rockets or Harleys, Thomas? What do you like to take pictures of, Coelho? We know Straight Talking Fedora Chick collects hats. You guys, I got this cowboy hat for Arizona. It's fucking huge. It's like a sombrero. Show it to you. Look at that. Because I don't want the sun to get on my skin at all. I know it's huge. It's like ridiculous. I should like working out in the yard and stuff. And then I got this one. I know. I haven't taken a bath for like 3 days. I know I'm gross. Doesn't matter. I'm quarantined. Nobody's around me. And then I got this one. This one's kind of cool. Yeah, I am not going to let that sun on my skin. When you guys see me like a year from now, I'm going to look like 10 years older because of the sun. So, they're old. I can't believe how much time has gone by us, Danielle. I know Milo's like 8 now. When was the last time you saw Milo, Danielle? Let me show you Milo. He's sleeping right now, but there he is. There he is. Here's Milo. Yeah, hi, Milo. Aww. Can you hear him purring? I know. Danielle was one of my first subscribers many, many years ago. You guys, look at all my stuff packed. I didn't have to buy any boxes because I burned Durafin logs like they're going out of style. That's the boxes I haven't used yet. Like, I'm ready to go. Well, almost. Like, everything's packed. That's why it's echoing, because all my stuff's packed up. I still have so much shit, though. Okay, let me catch up with the comments. Doing pretty good. I work a lot and really sore, but I love my job. Oh, good. What are you doing for work, Justin? Why are you sore from working? Thomas says, I have 2 Fat Boy and a soft tail Harley. Fucking sweet, dude. They're so loud, though. That's cool, though. Do you sell them? Do you, like, fix them up and sell them? Byron says, I'm doing good, just chilling at home. Where do you live, Byron? Danielle says, I have 2 boys now. Dylan, yeah, I remember. Well, I think I remember when you got the 3rd one. Dylan and Sudi. Koala says, I'm just now working on that. Also, I've been lazy. I do weddings and stuff, but prefer landscapes. So just drive around Wisconsin with my camera and take, nice. I love to take photos. Like, I don't like to take pictures, but I like to be the model for pictures. Or I used to when I was younger, but thanks, Thomas. I like my hot suit. April's here. Yay! I do feel better. Thanks for checking on me, April. Byron says, hi, Danielle. April says, fur babies. Been missing that 2 weeks. Little boy is so sad. You have been missing for 2 weeks, little boys. What? What? Your animal is missing? April? Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. I could not imagine. Danielle says, I can't believe you're moving. I know. I can't believe I'm moving now either, and it's scary because of what's going on in the world. It's like I want to go home to my mom, and I'm glad. I'm not going to be living with my mom, obviously, but like finding a job with what's going on right now is kind of scary, you know, and I have enough money to pay my bills. Okay, so basically I can stay with, so I got an Airbnb for 1 month. It's $800 a month, which is nothing, right? It's my mom's friend's Airbnb, so I got a really good deal. I don't have to pay a deposit or anything like that. So I'm secure for a month. Let's just say I can't find a job. Then I'm going to stay with my mom, but her apartment isn't even 400 square foot. But between her and my best friend, I can stay with my best friend too. So I'll have enough money to pay my bills for like 8 months if I'm not paying rent. And of course, if I stay with my mom or my friend, I'm going to kick him down with some money. But so if I do have an apartment, I'll have enough money to pay my bills for like 2.5, 3 months tops. Does that make sense? So I'm hoping that I'll be able to find a job, and I hope that I don't have to feel desperate while I'm looking for a job. And I mean, with the way the economy is going right now, like I had a money market, and I've lost like $1,500 in my money market account. It's like shit's going down right now. My Instagram is Todd Edwin Coelho. I'm just now getting more pics on it. I can't go in. Hang on. Todd, can you look for me? It's ROCKIN Roberta. ROCKIN Roberta. I want to follow you. Green-eyed cat. You should look for Green-eyed cat. Look for Todd Coelho, or I'll send him because he's a photographer. She's so good.
Colo, I have 3 Great Danes. Oh, I love Great Danes. They're so awesome. When am I leaving? I'm leaving to Arizona March 30th. If I can get out of here sooner, I will. I'm hoping that there's not going to be like a mandatory quarantine. I am quarantined. I had the flu. I had a really bad fever for like, well, low grade fever for like 2 days. So, oh, there we go. Okay, I'll accept you later. Okay, Todd? Cool, thank you. So I'm quarantined anyway, but by the time I'm ready to move, which is March 30th, I'll be out of my quarantine. I don't know. It's just not a great time for anybody right now. How are you guys dealing with this thing that's going on, this virus? They're big puppies, but gorgeous. They are, right? They're huge. Byron's in Oklahoma City. Are you guys, is all your stuff closed down too, Byron? Like your restaurants and stuff? You just ride, Thomas? April, I hope somebody picked him up. Did he have a tag? Thomas says, you have a great personality. You'll find a job. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, I guess like I'm in the spa industry and like that's really taken a hit right now. So I guess I have this fear. I mean, I'm sure I'll find a job. I guess before this coronavirus thing happened, I guess I felt more confident because like I don't want to take a job just because there's no jobs and I'm desperate. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I don't want to happen. But I have enough money to live on for a few months and I'll be fine. It's hard times right now, right? Lola and Lucas, Lily is a mantel. Lola is a blue, and Lucas is a blue brindle. Pretty. I love that blue color. Yeah, I'll go check out. Are they on your Instagram? April says drive-thrus are open here. No, he didn't keep taking, he kept taking it off, and he hated the tag. I let him out to potty. He never, oh man, April. How are your guys' spirits right now? I know for me, like, I was so excited to move and start this new adventure, and this coronavirus thing hit, and it's kind of put everybody in limbo, right? Like, I have several friends that lost their jobs. Like, I mean, I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm so grateful for everything I have, and we've been so blessed to live in the world that we live in. But it's hard times right now. It's really hard times right now. Like it's uncertain. Like there's so much uncertainty, right? I think that it's really important to try to just keep the best attitude possible. Don't get overwhelmed with the media. My sister lives in Los Angeles. She's on total lockdown right now, like quarantine. Like they're asking people not to leave their homes. I know, me too, Thomas. Okay, Coelho. April says, husband's been out of work for a month. Get to grow shop. First time a month to Arrow is grow day, but just hope can find food. Oh, honey. April been out of work. April, was he out of work because of what's happened with the coronavirus, or was it just other circumstances? I didn't realize you were under so much stress, honey. Byron says most places are closed, in the grocery store and the gas stations and restaurants, drive-thrus and delivery. This coronavirus sneak right on us. Yeah. Justin says, I'm a manager at Jim's Burger, and for 2 weeks only our drive-thru is open because of the virus. So scared of catching it. Justin, but you're still working though, right? Do you have the same hours? I hope you get to keep your the same hours and stuff. You guys really like save your money right now. Like now is the time to just hold on to your pennies. And of course you want to support the small businesses. That's a thing too. Like we really want to support our small businesses right now, which are all closed. But like if it's like going to Safeway versus like a small grocery store chain in your community, like we really need to support our small businesses right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. I know I'm gonna be okay. And I'm so grateful. My sister has her job still, and she gets to work from home. My mom still has her job. Like I have places to go. I have a lot to be grateful for, but at the same time, I just feel the weight of the world. It's heavy. It's heavy. Danielle says, "Oh, how is Tamara doing during all of this?" She's really good. She's staying super busy and she's got a love prospect, so she hasn't been as active with me, but yeah, she seems to be doing really well. I miss talking to her though, but she's got a lover now, so you know how that goes. I'm going to be busy, just about to start practice for my nursing. Oh my God, that's right. You've been in school. I will be going into the respiratory medical ward. We have been pretty lucky that we have. Oh my God, Danielle, I forgot that you're in nursing school, right? Oh my God, that is so cool. Congratulations. Are you buffering? No, he got fired when he got hurt and he had a workman's comp case against his work and they fired him over. Oh my God. Holy shit, April. Can he get a lawyer? Do you think he has a case? I can't believe he's worked there that long and they're giving him shit like that. It's so fucked up. It's the unknown that's scary. Byron says, April, how are you? How are you doing, April? We want to know. Justin says, I work 10 hours a day, but we've been closing way early. It's been really slow. Yeah, I understand, Justin. I'm so glad that you have your job, though, you know. 10 hours a day is a lot. Are you doing okay, Justin? Siri says, I'm missing everything. My partner will not. Give her a kiss, Siri. Give her a big old wet kiss on the mouth. She'll leave you alone after that. Just look at her, Siri, and be like, baby, I love you. You look beautiful today. Mwah. You'll score lots of points. Danielle, I forgot you were in nursing school. That is so cool. You're killing it. It's hard, huh? Nursing school is hard. Yeah, Fedora Chick, I will tell Tamara that you say hello. Who knows? Maybe she'll pop in here. I would love that. April, how are you doing? Byron wants to know. I know how you're doing. And that's another thing too, April. Yeah, I know, babe. You stop feeling awful. That's what you got to do. That's the thing. Like, when we have these blips in the road, we can't sit there and beat the shit out of ourselves over it. You just get up and keep moving forward. Okay, Coelho, I will. Byron says, you know what? I think you're way too hard on yourself, April. I really, really do. You got a lot on your plate, a lot. You take care of so many people. So the world's going to beat the shit out of you. The last thing you need to do is to do it to yourself. You know, a blip in the road. Okay, that happened. And you know what? Every time, like, oh, your work partner series, that's hilarious. Every time I have had a relapse or slip up or whatever, like, I've learned so much from it, you know? Like, I'm grateful that I didn't die. I'm grateful that I didn't get hurt or hurt anybody else, but you know, like I learned so much from every time that's happened. I learned so much, and it just made me stronger. So you got to keep that in the forefront, okay? I will, Fedora Chick. Thomas says it's 4:30 a.m. here and I can't sleep. Well, I'm glad you're hanging out with us. No, I meant that, Siri. Tell that to your work partner. No, don't do that. Then you'll lose your job. Fedora Chick says, same here, Thomas. Oh, look at Milo. Quilla says, I find it amazing you can actually pronounce my last name because normally it gets butchered. That's a beautiful name. You missed her. You didn't miss much. We were just talking shit like we always do. I've lost so many friends from drug overdoses, and I'm just grateful that I got put when I did. Yeah. I'm glad that you're on Suboxone and you're thriving on it and doing well. That's a thing, you know, like we can't punish ourselves when these things happen, but we kind of have to like think about it. Like, look at all the shit that's led up to this, April. Anyway, I'm going to give you a call tomorrow, April. Are you going to be around tomorrow? I felt so bad that I couldn't help you out the other day. I couldn't even lift my head. So sick. I think what saved my life was I always had a steady supply of pills, so I never needed heroin. You know what, Coelho? Is the same thing for me. Yeah, it was the same thing for me. I had smoked heroin one time, and then the guy I was with at the time, I was like, get some more, because I smoked it and then I passed out and went to sleep, so I didn't even get to like enjoy the high or anything. And I'm actually really grateful that I didn't. And then the next day I was like, get some. Eric, what's up, baby? And he would not get any. And I was like, come on, please get some. Let me know where to get it. And he wouldn't hook me up. And then there was another time when I was a bartender many, many, many years ago. I was in my 20s, early 20s. And I was bartending and I was doing Vicodin at the time. And I had my bar back. Like he's like a busboy. Every night we'd get off work and we would have drinks and do whatever drugs we had, right? And he had heroin and he was injecting it, and like right in front of me, because like everybody, like people would put out lines on the bar, and like after the bar closed, like we'd all just party. And I was like, let me try it. And he was like, nope. I'm like, come on, let me try it. And I'm so grateful that he didn't let me try it. I mean, who knows where that would have led me, right? I know nobody can sleep right now, Eric. No one knows I did, but you. If they did, oh my God, I'd really get the hell. I can't sleep either. It's hard. He's still doing Suboxone in front of me, and I just got inside my head, I guess. Yeah, will you stop being so hard on yourself, sweetheart? If you get a minute away tomorrow, reach out to me. I'm probably going to sleep in till like 10. I think you're a couple hours ahead of me. Green Eyed Cat says, Roberta, I'm simply proud of who you are in the recovery fraternity and the blatant honesty you throw out there, even when you're feeling like poo. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be part of the recovery anything anymore, I guess. It's hard to talk about that stuff. You know, I'm glad I took all the videos down and stuff. It was hard for me to come on, and I feel like, honestly, I feel like I do a lot better, like not reporting what substances I put in my body anymore, you know, but I miss you guys so much. So whenever I'm feeling like shit and I come on here, like I always get cheered up by you guys big time. And I appreciate you so much, Green Eyed Cat. I really do. Koala says, but then one day I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I started looking for help. Now I call into the radio shows for whatever, just to get my story out there, because the hardest part was where to start. That's true. Asking for help is a really hard, it's hard. And it's scary because you don't know where that's gonna leave you. So much easier. I think like the first year of like actual recovery. Dang. Sorry, Milo just knocked the phone out of my. I think the first year of recovery is the hardest, you know? And once you get through that, it's like it gets so much easier. Eric says, just wanted to say hi. No one sleeps. Nobody here can sleep either, Eric. How is everybody doing in your town, Eric, with the coronavirus thing? Cola says, I've actually gotten 5 friends in the same program I'm in now. Yay! My pillow choice was Perks 30s, about 4 to 6 a day. Yep, I've been there. I have been there. April says, meth is bad here. I've never done it. Lost a best friend over it, and she'd never let me try it. She was the only person I had to talk to, and I lost her last year. God, it's already been a year now, April. You know, meth is, I never, it's just such a nasty drug, man. Like, it just puts you out of your mind. Don't ever try that shit, April. It's bad shit. You lose your soul on that shit, man. Siri says, I'm going to go buy a brand new truck, I think. The deal's right. Oh, hell yeah. Now's the time to buy property and real estate and cars. Thomas says, I make an egg and bacon. Ooh, that sounds good. Maybe I'll go make an egg and bacon thing. Eric says, well, just wanted to say hi. All right, honey. Thanks for popping in. Your videos were paramount. Thank you, Green Eyed Cat. I know a lot of people asked me to put them back up. You know, I'd like to, when I do come off Suboxone again, I'd like to document it for sure. I really appreciate that, Green Eyed Cat. I don't know. It was just time to like put that all behind me, I guess, you know, like, and I feel like when I was reporting on, just a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to have. It's a lot of pressure. I've been struggling to sleep. I had a few sleepless nights with anxiety issues, but I'm in a, you know, it's hard to sleep right now too. The energy of the world is heavy. I was watching old episodes of House. I now remember that's why I became an addict. I haven't seen that. It reminded you of when you were an addict, Siri. Go Milo. April says, I feel you, Danielle. I get in my head way too much. Good, they wanted me to make curfew. Is there a curfew going on? Eric, is there a curfew going on in your town? Siri says, I always thought of a prestigious doctor could eat Vicodin all day and anything he wanted and be praised, then why couldn't I? If you can't beat them, join them, Siri. Danielle says, me too, April. April says, it was a blessing I found your videos. Sis, you helped me. Aw. Well, you've done great, April. Don't let a little blip in the road bring you down. You know, it's part of it. And we learn, we get stronger from these situations, you know. And the amount of stress that you've been under, April, I mean, it's understandable. It's understandable. Thank you, Brian. They want to do an 11 p.m. curfew. Wow. You know, I don't know. Like, I don't want to let this channel go. There's so many things I want to do, but it's like, it's a lot of dedication. I haven't been able to dedicate myself at all, especially as of recently. My life's in a whole transition. There's a lot of responsibility when you're reporting your issues online. There's a lot of responsibility that you hold to people, and when you relapse and all this stuff, it's a lot of pressure. You know, and you can influence people basically, and then at the same time, it's like, you know, like I'm a very private person, and I'm an introvert, so like I can't spend a lot of time. I really felt like I needed to answer all the comments and correspond with people, and like I don't have the energy for that, you know, at all. Like I just can't. There's a few people that I've handpicked that I love to correspond with and stuff, but it's like it's a lot, you know. And if I couldn't, I was getting to the point where I felt like I had to answer everybody's comment, and if I didn't, I'm OCD, so it's like, I don't know. I can't be there for people the way I would like to be. So I had guilt, you know, if I couldn't like help talk somebody off a cliff, or, you know, get back to them right away. And I mean, I have such a hard time like corresponding with the people in my personal life. It's like, and I was giving a lot of time to YouTube, and then my people in my personal life, like I wasn't giving enough in those areas, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Like I don't know how some people do it, you know, like Derek and Nicole and all that. Like it's a lot. Like they give a lot of themselves, you know. And I mean, there's so many people like driven industries. Like I don't know how they give so much of themselves. Like I don't know how they do it. And then still be able to like take care of the people in their personal lives. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I'm being called away by Rosie. Okay, Danielle. Get jiggy with it. What's up, Sir Jiggy? I had to check on a couple 3D prints I have going. Cool. Siri says I did meth for 3 months. It dried me from the inside out. It peeled every layer of skin off my tongue. I couldn't even drink a teaspoon of water. It hurt so bad. You know, that's a good description. That's kind of how I felt when I did it. I had two stints with it, and it's just bad stuff. Yeah. Steals your soul. Sometimes you feel stuck and need a change of environment to just breathe for. Oh, I hear you. Yep. That's exactly why I'm making this move. I just need a change. And I know you can't do that, April Bell. April has a grandson that she's raising. So you kind of got to be there, huh? I've been on your channel forever, and I always enjoy your videos. Aw, thanks, Byron. I know you have been around here for a long time. Siri says, how can they dictate a curfew on We the People? Exactly. How many milligrams of Suboxone are you on, my lady? I am on 2 milligrams. I recently upped my dose. I was down to 1 milligram and stable, but I recently upped my dose. So I've been under a lot of pressure, and I upped it a little bit. So maybe after I get moved and settled, I'll go back down again, but I was on 1 milligram for about 6 weeks. I was doing pretty good, but that's good. Thomas, don't ever do it. All right, you guys. Well, I guess I'm going to go now. I really appreciate you all popping in and saying hi and keeping me company. What are you doing, Sir Jiggy with it? Yeah, April, don't be so hard on yourself. Siri, don't be so hard on yourself. Danielle, you're kicking ass. Hell yeah to getting that nursing degree. That is not easy. Oh, Byron has a channel too, huh? Byron's a rapper, you guys. He raps. Chilling with Byron. Green Eyed Cat is an amazing photographer. Oh, Green Eyed Cat. Coelho, I'm gonna give Green Eyed Cat your Instagram, okay? Cause he Green Eyed Cat does photography also. He's beautiful photography. So I'll share yours with him if that's okay. Good night, everyone. Please keep in touch. Hopefully I made some new friends tonight. Aw. Nikki, what's up, baby doll? Nikki, thank you so much for being there for me the last couple days. Good night, straight talking fedora chick. Love you all. Sending good vibes. Let's talk tomorrow, April. Thank you, Thomas. It's good chatting with you. Good night, Green Eyed Cat. Yeah, I'm going to connect Green Eyed Cat and Coelho, okay? Thank you, Justin. You too, honey. Thanks, Eric. I am. I'm feeling better now, thank God. Nikki says, hi, Fedora. Yeah, Nikki was my rock the last couple of days, that's for sure. Pulled me out of a funk. All right, you guys, have a good night, okay? Mwah. Siri says, good night, Fedora. Love you guys.